Hello everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. My name is Sarah. I do all types of beauty content here on my channel, and today we are doing my long-awaited bronzer collection. Back in, I think, January or the end of December, I started these collection videos, but I just have been really busy, and I'm not gonna lie, moving my camera to do overhead footage is really a pain. But I'm doing it for you guys, so we're gonna go through all the bronzers and do some swatches, and we're just gonna look at them. I know I like to be nosy and look at other people's collection, so I'm gonna let you have a look-see into mine. If you are new here, please consider subscribing before you leave. I do all types of beauty content here, and don't forget to like, it really helps my channel out. But let's go ahead and get into the bronzers. I'm gonna start by pulling everything out. Okay, we're all in frame now, so in total I have 9 bronzers. Actually, I have one more, but that's in my Sweet Peach Glow palette, and honestly, does not fit me. I never use it. So these are what I consider my bronzers. These are what I use to bronze up my face. Let's go ahead and start with the creams. So first up, we have this Persona. What is this called? It's called a bronze multi-stick. It's in the shade Dune. Now, when I first got this, I was like, oh no, I bought the wrong shade. This is way too light. But honestly, it's very buildable. I love the formula. It feels so nice on the skin, like you're wearing nothing. So if you've been on the fence about trying it, maybe now's the time, guys. Because I do believe that it's a wonderful product. There's the shade right there, and compared to a lot of my other bronzers, this is probably going to be the lightest one that I own. And next up, we have the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is in the shade Golden Days. And this is what mine looks like. I definitely have used this a lot. I don't know if you can see the disturbance in the pot, but I have definitely dug into this. It's just like the product that never ends. Let's go ahead and swatch that right beside. This formula is almost, it feels like a dry oil, where the Persona one feels more balmy. This definitely feels more like a dry oil. And there is the shade comparison. Like I said, that's probably going to be the lightest bronzer I own. This is so deeper than that one. At least it looks like that. But there you go. Those are those two shades right beside each other. Alright, powder bronzers. Let's start here. This is the matte bronzer from NYX. I have my shade in a deep tan. If I can open it. And this is what the product looks like. Let's go ahead. Oh, my fingers are stained blue. Okay, well, let me go ahead and give you guys a good swatch of the product so we can compare shades. Oh, there we go. There is the swatch of that powder. I really haven't used this too much, so I don't really have firm opinions on the formula, but the powder feels super smooth. I think I've only used this product like one time, so I'm gonna have to keep testing it and I'll get back to you guys, I'm sure. And then we have a Juvia's Place Bronze Duo. This one is in, does it tell me? I think it's tan. Yeah, tan. That's what it's in, tan. It's their duos that they released earlier, I think in 2021. These are the two shades. This is the lighter one, and then here the deeper one. And there we have the lighter one here, and then that deeper shade. Honestly, it's not my favorite, and I'm not mad that I no longer support Juvia's Place, because really this is not the best. It was way overhyped when they did their launch, and honestly, not my fave. Another brand that I'm so mad at. So Physicians Formula, this is their butter bronzer in this shade Deep Bronze. I'm really trying to get this out of my collection too. I really don't want to be buying anything else from Physicians Formula, at least not until they get better with their shade ranges. It's really disappointing at this point. And there right here is a swatch of the Physicians Formula. Like, comparing it to all of my other bronzers, that is like so much more neutral. Did not expect that in the swatch. And now we have this big boy. This is probably, I want to say this is my second oldest bronzer. This is my oldest bronzer. This is the Morphe Glamour Bronze in Megastar. It's a face and body bronzer. I've had this thing for a long, long time. And this is what it looks like. As you can see, it really looks like it's barely been touched, but I swear guys, I've used this many, many times. And I'll go ahead and swatch it right here. And right there is the swatch of the Glamour Bronze in Megastar. And then we have another affordable drugstore option. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in What Shady Beaches. This guy is orange. These are orange bronzers. Go ahead and give you guys a swatch so you can see what I'm talking about. You see right there? It's so orange. I really have a hard time wearing this one. It's more of like a satiny luminous finish bronzer, but just you have to be so careful or you will end up like an Oompa Loompa, and it's not flattering. Oh, we're down to two of my favorites. Okay, which one do we do first? Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, let's do Vive. This is the Vive Bronzing Duo. I have Tan 1 and Tan 2, and let me tell you, when I tell you this stuff is perfection, it's like the perfect undertone. It's the perfect shade. You can build it up. It works great with cream products. Like, I never in a million years thought that I would get as much use out of this as I did. I really thought I was buying something that was going to be way too dark for me, but no, she's perfect. So right here, this is the lighter shade, and that's a darker shade right here on my hand. If you can see the swatches. I really do enjoy this bronzer, and if you're purchasing anything from Vive in the near future and you haven't tried this, definitely give it a shot. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And last but not least, the all-time favorite, the only bronzer I've ever finished and repurchased, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer. This is in the shade Rich Amber, which I absolutely love. This is my favorite, my absolutely holy grail bronzer ever. It's just that perfect undertone. I don't know about you guys, but in my bronzers, I love a red undertone. I just feel like with my olive complexion, it looks so flattering. And I'm sure you guys can tell, I do have quite the dip in the pan. And it's really sad too, because once this one is gone, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another one. There is the swatch of it right there. As you can see what I'm talking about, that redder undertone to the bronzer, that is my fave. And I love it. I feel like it's so flattering on me. And like I said, this one she'll be gone soon, I'm sure. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to find another one. It's really depressing. ABH does not have all the shades listed on their website. Neither does Sephora or Ulta. Everybody has a different amount of shades listed. I've tried to buy a backup and I can't find it. So if you guys can find this anywhere, you know, if you happen to be shopping, tag a girl, send a girl a link. But yeah, this is ABH Powder Bronzer in Rich Amber. She's my holy grail. Alright guys, so here are all of the bronzer swatches. Like, I am just covered in bronzer swatches. Look at that. All the bronzers. And really, like, that Dune shade was not nearly as light as I thought it was going to be in comparison to all of the other bronzers in my collection. It's very interesting. And also looking in my collection, I really don't have anything that's too comparable to that ABH. I thought the Vive bronzer was going to be a little bit closer in tone, but it's not. That Rich Amber shade is so unique to my collection. I'm going to miss her when she's gone. But anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed sitting down and going through my bronzers with me, being nosy, talking about the makeup. You know, that's what we're here for. This is a place for makeup lovers, like I've said many times. And if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and subscribe. We do not judge or discriminate. We welcome people here. And also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave if you enjoyed this and you would like to see more content like this. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.